Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be continuing a series that I have just started. So this is going to be the second video in the My Monthly Submissions and Booking Stats as an Actor series. And I'm so very excited. I know I said in the last video, if you watched the first video of this series, that I have been wanting to make this for a while, so I'm very happy to be continuing it. This is going to be my booking and submission stats for the month of November in 2024. This month has been pretty crazy. I will say I didn't do a ton of submissions this month. It's definitely way different from last month, but we are still going to go through it just to be honest with you guys on how months can look very different and none of them are the same. It switches up every month. It's crazy. As you can tell, it's definitely kind of dark in my room. I have my little box light on but my background's kind of dark, so I apologize for that. But it's dark because it's nighttime. It is nighttime and it is dark at night, even though it's currently like 4:30 right now, so whatever. All right. It looks empty. Anyways, I wrote everything out. So I know last video I started out by kind of explaining each of the casting websites that I am sort of enrolled with and that I subscribe. Is that the right word? Subscribe to? Anyways, the 4 casting websites that I go through and look at, and in the last video I kind of explained the differences. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just gonna go through each one separately and do them each as like a separate thing, and we'll see how that goes. We will see if it sounds more organized. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with casting networks. So casting networks, they have most of their postings are for background work. And background work, if you work as a background actor, it means you don't have any lines and you're kind of just blending into the back of a scene that's being shot. Super fun. I love background work. Anyways, so casting networks. I submitted to 17 different background jobs on casting networks in the month of November. And I booked 3. I booked 3 of those. So that's pretty good. According to last month, I submitted for more background jobs on casting networks, so not quite as many this time, but that's okay. We had a busy month. I just want to say November as well. I don't think I've been seeing quite as many postings, especially for non-union. I should have prefaced this by saying I am a non-union actor, but now you know. Spilled the beans. So yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of postings where they want SAG, and not that I don't submit to those, because I do, but is there a good chance I'm gonna get them? No. So yeah. And then casting networks for roles, like actual roles, I submitted to none. I probably didn't see many, and any that I saw I probably didn't think was worth it, so that's why. There you go. Well, let's move on to Backstage. So on Backstage, I submitted to 2 background roles and I booked none of those. Super fun. Oh, also I just want to preface this by saying Backstage doesn't have a ton of background roles. They have some, but not quite as many as casting networks. And Backstage has a lot of student films and indie projects and that sort of thing. So now that I told you all about my background stats for Backstage, now we can move into the actual roles that I booked off of Backstage. So for the month of November on Backstage, I submitted to 4 student films. I did not hear anything back from any of these, but I still had a self-tape request, and that is because I got a self-tape request from something that I submitted for on Backstage from last month. So there can be a bit of overlap while doing this, which can get a little bit confusing, but that's what I got. I got a self-tape request, so that's how I still got a self-tape request, even though the stuff I submitted for this month I didn't hear anything back from. All right, and then as well, I also got a callback from Backstage, and this callback was from something that I sent a self-tape in, I think either last month or possibly even the month before. So I did that callback, and I still have not heard if I got the role or not. They did tell me that I would hear either way about if I got it, so I'm looking forward to an update. It was a very fun callback. I really liked the people that I was talking with. They gave me sides. We did it over Zoom. A lot of callbacks are on Zoom right now, and probably continuing to do that in the future. You do a lot of Zoom callbacks and like interviews and stuff. So yeah, and then I also worked 2 actual roles that I booked off of Backstage, which is very exciting. One of those was a student film, and that was the first time that I ever booked a student film with lines. So that was super fun. We shot at the very beginning of the month in November. I don't think I could have asked for anything more, to be honest. It was a great experience. Okay, not to be like, go watch more of my videos, but also like, duh, go watch more of my videos. I have a video, all right, on my channel, I made a video about my experience working on the student film. It's called My Experience Acting in a Short Film for the First Time. So if you're interested, that is what that video is about, and you should go watch it. It's a very good one. And also, PS, my mom said it's like her favorite video that I've made so far, so might want to check it out. And then the second thing that I booked off of Backstage and actually worked this month in November was a Zoom reading. It was the second Zoom reading that I've done, and that was also very fun. I saw a lot of people from the Zoom reading that I did last month. That was cool. And it's just fun to like watch other people work, especially when there was like no rehearsing or anything like that. It's just kind of on the spot, like sort of workshopping a script and reading it aloud. And so yeah, that was fun to be a part of. All right, that was the end of Backstage. Now let's move on to Actors Access. So for background rules, I submitted 4.0 background rules on Actors Access because most of what is on Actors Access is actual films. So often like low budget films, some student films, things like that. They also can have a lot of more high profile stuff on there, but because I'm a non-union actor, I don't really hear much back. Yeah, not surprised that I didn't submit for any background work on that casting website because they don't really have much. Anyways, but I did submit for 3 student films or indie projects on Actors Access, and I did not hear back from any of those. Totally normal, not shocked. And then let's move on to Central Casting. This one's gonna be a quick one as well. So Central Casting only casts background actors. So again, actors, you're in the back of the scene, no lines, that's it. They didn't send me anything this month. I know why though, because I forgot to do my training. So every year you need to retake a course online, and it's not long at all, like max 45 minutes. So you have to do that every single year, and if you don't do it by a certain due date, then they kind of can't cash you because you need to catch up on like the coursework or whatever. And I didn't do it, and I forgot because they only sent me 1 email and I forgot. And then I was like, wait a second. I didn't do that. So I just had to go back and do it. So now I'm good. But yeah, that's kind of why I didn't get sent anything. Also, even if I did have it done, they still might not have sent me anything. I don't know. It depends on the month, but that's what happened there. For transparency and being honest. Well, that is it for the month of November. Wow. So that felt kind of short. Okay, so that was definitely maybe a shorter month, but also, even though I didn't submit for much, the bookings were really good. Also, I would just like to say I just started a new job. November, we had Thanksgiving, there's the holidays, there's that whole thing. So that's also sort of a reason as to why some of the casting websites were a bit slower on job opportunities, as well as me maybe not being super really watching everything that gets posted onto these websites. We'll see how the month of December pans out. It should be interesting. I'm very excited to see what happens this month. You never know. You really never know. Whatever happens, it's gonna be okay, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. Thank you for watching this week's video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Like this video. Well, I hope you like the video too. TBH. We hope you like the video. I do. I don't know who he is. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. I will see you all in the next video next Monday. Okay, bye.